live a life where your children's grandchildren will know who you was, man. That they know your name. But they ain't gonna know your name if you wasn't great. They ain't gonna know your name if you don't leave them something. You cannot leave your family your job. My mom and dad, as great as they was, they left me empty-handed. But boy, the church she put in me, the God she put in me, my father instilled in me manhood. Do what you say you're gonna do. Them two things from that Sunday school teacher and that coal miner shaped and formed who you standing in front of today. This who in front of you. Somebody, but that lesson that grandmother taught that dude, it wasn't for him. It was for me. See, God just sent me there that day. But I needed to hear that. And ever since then, I've been trying to make my life so my children's grandchildren will know who I was. I'm Dr. Harvey now. Deal with it. Wow. First of all, let me say something. How honored I am to be asked to come here to speak on such an important occasion. You know, I done spent the bulk of my career. I'm in a joke telling business. Peel the skin back on this banana. I'm in a joke telling business. God done changed me over the years. I found out I was a little bit more than jokes. Y'all did too. So now, I'm a doctor. Now, one thing about me, if you ask me to come talk, I ain't got no paper, I ain't got no notes. I only talk from my heart. I come to say something today that they don't teach at college. I'm gonna tell you something that they can't give you at this school. Don't feel shorty because you got a great education. What I come to tell you ain't taught in no school. You can't get it up in Tuscaloosa. You can't give it up at Harvard. You can't get this that I'm finna tell you at MIT. Because I'm finna tell you flat out the whole funky truth about how to get from the back to the front, how to come from the bottom to the top. I'm gonna teach it to you today. Now, listen, I want to thank Dr. Boyd. I want to thank Chairman Baker, because I know they've been on my side the whole time. Me getting these bars today, it wasn't a unanimous decision. I'm cool with that. I'm all right with that, I understand. You know, my team had to come down here and kind of get into a debate about why I should get, I didn't ask for this. But let me tell you, to whoever back here didn't vote, let me just tell you that it's all right, that I understand. Because see, this is just some more of what I come tell you about. See, my life ain't covered. My life is smothered with grace. That's all I am. I'm gonna tell you a story about me, and I'm gonna use myself as an example all this whole time I'm talking. Because you need to hear from me, about me. But what I want y'all out there to do is see some of you in me. I ain't telling you nothing I'm gonna tell you to brag. You ain't gotta believe nothing about me. You can Google me. I got net worth, I got all that. You ain't got to believe now a piece of it. But I'm going to tell you how it can happen for you. Now, what people don't understand when they try not to give me something is what grace really is. And see, grace ain't passed out by y'all. Y'all don't own now a piece of it. Y'all don't divvy it out. Y'all can't see, you hear old people say it all the time. What God got for you, can't nobody, what? So what we talking about? So now, let me explain to you something I learned. Justice is when you get what you deserve. Mercy is when you don't get what you deserve. But grace different though. Grace is when you get what you don't deserve. And I'm all right with that. I might not have done nothing to get these balls. But it ain't up to you though. See, this is some more God giving me some more that I probably didn't deserve. But grace is above all else that you ever asked for or imagined. That's what grace is. My life full of grace. You better go get yourself something. I'm going to tell you something. You can't buy grace. It ain't for sale. If I could take all the money I have and thank you, Jesus, I got some money. I would take all of it if I could and buy grace with it. But you can't. It's free. So I'm not finna give this class in front of me, a speech. I'm finna give you a lesson. I'm just finna give you one more before you get out of here. Let me say this to all y'all out here. Man, you did it. Yeah, you did it. You did it. You did the doggone thing. You did it in spite of the haters, in spite of the naysayers. You done sat up in here and messed around and got yourself something that such a small percentage of people do. You done messed around and got yourself a college degree. Want to do it? Want to do it? Hey, 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 hey. All right, here it is. I do my best talking when I'm walking around with a microphone. This is what God give me. I don't do good behind the podium. Ain't how I made my money. I'm a stand-up. This is what I'm doing. So here it is. Congratulations to y'all from the bottom of my heart. What you did is so over the top. So off the chain, so utterly amazing. Don't you play it short. You done something, man. You done something that so many people never do. I ain't got one. You graduating from college. I ain't do that. I ain't graduate from college. I got no formal education. But look at me though. I'm finna teach you something now. I'm finna show you something. See, now a large part of this speech is gonna be done using improper grammar. Cause I don't have that either. I ain't never really talked that good. Ain't really my thing. If you in here and you well spoken, I commend you. And you gonna need that. In a lot of places you going. You can't be a doctor and talk like this here. You're not going, you can't be a professor, a teacher. You can't be in the society that a lot of y'all trying to get in. And see, they've been trying to change me for a long time. When I first got on TV, me and Said the Entertainer was on the Steve Harvey show, and they hired, I don't even know what they call it, this lady, white lady came in, and she was a linguistics, and she was a linguist coach, whatever. And when she came in the room, I was confused. Me and Said was sitting there because she didn't have no pots with her or nothing. Because I thought that was pasta. So when she came in there with the linguistics, whatever. I thought it was a cooking class for pasta. So me and Sayed sitting there looking just as crazy, and the lady started telling me that they decided that you need to speak more properly. You need to learn how to enunciate your words. I stopped her. I said, do you mean pronunciate? That lady looked so confused. This is a true story. And she said, no, Mr. Harvey, if you hope to one day be in millions of homes across America, you're going to have to be more verbally communicative and more understood. I said, that ain't how I do. She looked so confused. She said, you're gonna have to change the way you sound. I said, let me ask you something. Which one of these sound better to you? I am broke, or I'm is rich? That lady shaking her head. It's all right. When you leave here, young people, my message is really for everybody in this building. I want to challenge you to something today. See, I don't know what the theme of your graduation is. You know, you go to these places and they have fire and spirit. And they have a theme of excellence is worth excelling. I don't know what your theme is. I didn't ask nobody. You know, they might have emailed it to me, but I got 2,500 unread emails in my email box right now. But I want to challenge you to something. What you've done up until now has been an amazing accomplishment. I take my hat off to you. What you've accomplished shouldn't be played short. And you have so far to this point become successful. But I'm challenging everybody in this graduating class. See, being successful is what everybody wants. Everybody I know want to be two things. They want to be happy and they want to be successful. But I'm going to challenge you today. I want you to go a little bit past successful. I want somebody in here to go up out of here and be great. There is a difference, you know. There is a difference between success and greatness. Success, you get your degree, that's successful. You get a job, that's successful. You raise a family, that's successful. So far, the success you have has been for yourself. You're successful. Congratulations. But you didn't get this piece of success by yourself. You see these people wrap around this building? You think you proud. Lord have mercy. There's some people up there got their chest stuck out so far. You have to understand the sacrifice that these people in here done put so you can be right there. So you can be successful. Some of y'all first-time graduates in your family. First time ever going to college in your family. Some of y'all trying to continue a legacy of people around here that have been to college and want their kids to graduate too. Whatever the case though, people up in here, man, sacrifice for you to get here so you could be successful. You went to college to become successful. But I'm gonna ask you something though. I need 30 of y'all to go out of here and be great. I need just 30 to go be great. You know, there's a difference, you know. Success is for yourself. You know, they told me one man said, man, you know, basketball player get a big contract. He's successful. He's great. No. He ain't great. He's successful. You make $100,000 a year. You ain't great. You successful. I want you to be great. I want you to go out of here and be great. You know the difference between great and success? Great people change other people's lives. Great people put other people in front of them. Great people go back to their communities and change lives. Great people buy a big house up on the hill and then teach other people how to get up on the hill too. That's what great people do. Gandhi was great. Muhammad Ali was great. Martin Luther King was great. They was great. They made other people great. Muhammad Ali said, I said I was the greatest before I was the greatest. You got to claim greatness, man. Or you can just be successful. Go on, get your job. Go on and make your money. But man, you change somebody's life, you could be great. We need somebody from ASU to go up out of here and become great. Be a life changer. Change some boys' lives, some girls' lives. Show somebody how you got a college degree. That's the beginning of greatness. And for the men in here, just let me take this off. There we go. I'm sorry. I like these. I'm sorry. I got a print in my head. I'm starting to get a headache. Hat too small. Man, Jesus, that hat was working me to death. Then that little dingalang was hitting me on my ear. And you know how you think something on you and I started to trip out a minute ago. It kept hitting me. I thought it was a spider. So, all right, cool. A long time ago, I was with a friend of mine, and his grandmother was in the hospital dying, and he wanted me to take her to go see her. I was young, and she was dying. She had terminal illness. She knew she was dying. She asked her grandson to come see her, so I took her. We go in the hospital room, and she was in bad shape, man. So I was standing behind her. We was at her bed. She said to him, she said, do you know your great-grandfather's name? My boy said, no, Mom, dear, I don't know his name. She said, you know why you don't know his name? He said, why, Mom, dear? She said, because he ain't leave you nothing. She said, when you walk away from my bed, you ain't going to see me no more. She said, go live your life so your children's grandchildren will know your name.